team right now. They're building up front. The reason that they have two really good running backs, they're out. And yet you have a guy that nobody's heard of who goes for 146 yards.
What's his name again?
D. Ernest. And they did it because they put together a really good offensive line. And
they're without Conklin, too.
Right, and they're without Conklin. And defensively, they've got a really good defensive line. How are the Lions putting this thing together? Up front on both sides. Now, obviously, it's, they're 4-3 right now, but a lot of people were picking them to be a Super Bowl contender. Or at least, make the playoffs. And I do think that they're going to probably make the playoffs, depending on, Baker Mayfield. We got some bad news yesterday on him. Not only does he have that tear in his shoulder, but there's a fracture as well. So there's probably going to be some time before he's back. But if you're looking at what the Lions are doing and building with that offensive line, now we haven't seen, Ragnow for a few weeks. We're not going to see him the rest of the year. Taylor Decker, we might not see him the rest of the year. But when it is together and this team gets some more pieces, you should be able to run the football and be a team that can win a 17-14 game.
See what he's saying, Tom? He's saying that when the Lions finally get built, that they too will be able to beat the Denver Broncos and Teddy Bridgewater.
Here's the big thing. Pieces. Here's the big thing right now. Okay, I was one of the people who actually picked the Browns to win the Super Bowl. They absolutely ravaged by injury and had extremely. That punt in Arrowhead was one of the more significant plays we're going to look back on in this season.
Oh yeah.
In terms of that had nothing to do with what I believe Kevin Stefanski is as a good coach, and I thought he proved it last night. He scripted the game to get up early and held on with his defense. And he still was able to run the ball with their top two rushers out and without their starting quarterback, who I think the most questionable thing about the Cleveland Browns going forward is Baker Mayfield part of the future. Because they haven't given him the deal yet.
Right.
And let me throw this at you.
He does live in a stadium.
You guys want to rub your hands together and get the popcorn ready early?
Oh boy.
A potential destination for either Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson. Because they've got the goods to get him.
They do. And they have the goods to go get Russell Wilson. They're not going to need much of the goods to go get Aaron Rodgers because I think he's going to be available for. I think there's just that he wants out of Green Bay.
Well, let me just preface. I'm not saying this year.
Right, no.
Most NFL insiders believe both those quarterbacks will be on different teams next year.
Yes, I agree. And it's I think because of the length of contract, because of age, I think the price tag for Russell Wilson will be higher than that of Aaron Rodgers. That's a debate more for the offseason.
I think Baker Mayfield is that guy that's right on the edge of can you win with him or can't you win with him? And the latest news last night was that he's got the torn labrum, but he's also got a fracture in his shoulder.
Yeah.
So now it's looking like he's definitely. They really should shut him down.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure if they're going to make the playoffs now because of their situation, but I still think if they're patient and play things out the right way and maybe try to strike gold with acquiring a better quarterback, that team could win easily.
Cleveland Brown Radio right here in 97.1 Ticket. No, seriously though.
No, you just made out the point. God,
yeah.
I'm just joking around, Tom. Goodness gracious, calm down. But no, listen, I actually agree with you, and I actually think you can win with Baker Mayfield. Well, we wait and see, but I think it's pretty damn impressive the fact that they win yesterday, considering.
Where Tom was going to go is, okay, if one of those quarterbacks ends up in Cleveland, either Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers.
Baker comes here?
Where does Baker end up?
I'll take Baker. Let me ask you this. You don't like Baker?
It's better than what we got.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, there's 3-3.
Can I get an Egg McMuffin meal with a large Coke?
Anything else?
That's it.
times the stars align in regards to when Stoney's out, when Jeff and I are together. And today is the day that we have to discuss what's going to go happen at 12:15. I think we should do. What did we say? Let's put that at 7:50.
Heather, it's a big day. I just want to tell you, it's a big day. Even John agrees. Yes. You'll find out what that's all about coming up next on 97.1 The Ticket.
Hey, Week 7 is upon us, and there's a big matchup between Houston and Arizona. FanDuel Sportsbook is about to make it even bigger because FanDuel is giving new customers 31 odds on either team to win. That means you can end the NFL week right by winning $150 on a $5 bet. Take a look at, Kyler Murray. In the Arizona matchup there with Houston, maybe it's over passing yards. Houston is, I don't even know if maybe they're worse than the Lions, maybe they're not. I don't know. But Kyler Murray is going to have an opportunity to put up touchdown passes, passing yards, rushing yards, a whole bunch of stats against them. Take a look because FanDuel Sportsbook is America's #1 sportsbook app. It's easy to use, safe and secure. It's fast, payouts, and it's fun. Look for the SGP. That's the same game parlay symbol. FanDuel is sports betting made simple, and they're always hooking you up with great offers. See for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook app. Just sign up with promo code Jansen this week before Houston takes on Arizona. You can win $150 on a simple $5 bet. Remember to use promo code Jansen. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket. Must be 21 or over. Present in Michigan. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus of $150. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, the roads are in decent shape this morning, so far accident-free. Taking a look at a weekend construction project, 94 eastbound from 75 to Mount Elliott and westbound from Gratiot Avenue to East Grand Boulevard. Double left lane closures are expected periodically with the traffic shift beginning around 9 o'clock until Monday morning. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 23rd. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your family medicine cabinet of unused and expired prescription drugs. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. To find a collection site near you, visit DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Hi friends, Bill Golling here, reminding you that our Jeep Adventure Days event is going on now at Golling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have a lot of great incentives this month. For example, qualified Chrysler employees can lease a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4 for just $369 a month. Leases for 39 months, 10,000 miles a year with $2,000 down. Plus, we'll always be here to service you. So buy local and support the hardworking people of our community. That's Golling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Bluefield Hills, Chelsea, Roseman, online at Golling.com.
It's October 2021. I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. With mortgage interest rates the lowest they've been all year, it's your second chance to refinance. Call Hall Financial today to see if you qualify for our no appraisal 8-day close. Our commitment to speed and client service has earned us nearly 4,000 five-star reviews. Start your refinance today. 866-CALL-HALL or chat with us. CallHallFirst.com.
Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435. Equal housing lender.
First player to spice up the NFL season was to add Man U Tigers to the game. We lost a lot of great players that day, and that was my bad. Now I'm bringing you the Caesars Sportsbook app. It's got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesars rewards. It's even better than Tiger Ball.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 1-800-270-7117.
Hey, it's Boomer Esiason. When you have your own business, you basically have to do everything. That includes hiring, which can become a second job. That's why there's Indeed, the all-in-one hiring platform that makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in one place.
innovation in water technology. The new Nebbia by Moen Quattro shower head offers 4 unique experiences to choose from, designed to soothe, clarify, relieve, and cleanse. An indulgent shower experience engineered to use up to 50% less water. Water designs our life. Who designs for water? Visit Moen.com to learn more. Get that satisfying crunch. Now with 20% more honey. Try the delicious Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Bar with more of the honey you love.
Let the Bulls voice be heard. Call that G Las Vegas 97 on the tickets and more about it. At 248-539-9797. That G Las Vegas. Home for Detroit sports in Vegas. 97 won the ticket and the Bet 1270. Your home for the NFL. Seattle Seahawks host the New Orleans Saints. Monday Night Football. Pre-game at 7:30 on the Bet 1270. Detroit. 6:21 in the Motor City. Happy Friday, everybody. I know that's Heather's line, but I'm going to steal it. Speaking of Heather, she's coming up with the news. Heather, what's going on?
Well, you guys, I was actually totally wrong when I said that it might take a while before the remains that were found in that Florida park to be identified, because it didn't take long at all. On Thursday, the FBI confirmed that the remains are those of Brian Laundrie. So the agency confirmed that dental records were used to ID the remains, and that they were actually found on about a 40-minute hike into this marshy park, right where Laundrie went for a walk after he left his parents' house. He was last seen on September 13th. There was a press conference held, but it didn't really give us any information that people are looking for. Here's a little bit of what went down during that press conference.
Our thoughts and prayers are with Gabby and the families here. This is tragic, but I will tell you, today when I walked back there, I got to see firsthand the treacherous conditions that they were working on. We're talking about water levels up above almost the chest area, rattlesnakes, moccasins, alligators, and these heroes go out there. While we can't change the outcome, we can bring justice. I know everybody wants to know exactly what's going on every second possible. All of America's watching, okay? But we'll never jeopardize an investigation to give that information out until the time is right.
So we didn't get much information at all. We don't know the cause of death as of yet. The remains were basically skeletal remains. So they will obviously have to be investigating exactly what his cause of death was. And unfortunately, now that we know he is dead, we may never know exactly what happened between him and his fiancée, Gabby Petito. And that's kind of the devastating part of all this, unless he told his parents, unless he wrote something in that notebook that was also found. However, it sounds like that was probably pretty ruined by all the water as well. But we may never really know exactly what happened.
It's such a tragedy.
Mm-hmm. It really is. I mean, it's all around, without a doubt. Speaking of tragedy, did you guys hear what happened on the movie set Rust, starring Alec Baldwin?
I just heard this morning.
Oh my gosh, I saw it last night. I've been reading up on it this morning. We still don't have a ton of info, you guys, but one person was killed and another was seriously injured when this prop gun misfired.
What?
So the cinematographer, 42-year-old Helena Hutchins, was killed, and the director, Joel Souza, was injured after Baldwin himself discharged the weapon, which is, I mean, I can't imagine what is going on.
How
Yes.
does that happen?
Well, exactly. That's what they're investigating, because the gun was supposedly loaded with blanks. So we don't have a lot of answers to this yet either, because we don't know exactly what happened. There was a local newspaper that reported that Baldwin was seen outside of the sheriff's office just distraught, in tears. He's obviously cooperating with investigators and police, but they say they are treating this like they would any other investigation to try to figure out what exactly happened, and was it really an accident, which it sounds like it was. I mean, if there's an actor taking place on a movie set and he's given a prop gun that's supposed to be loaded with blanks, it sounds like it was a tragic accident.
But somebody put a real live ammunition bullet part?
Well, I mean, I know how live ammunition works.
Yeah, it kills
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, the blanks, and maybe I don't know if there was something in the barrel that was the projectile that was just somehow
Right.
stuffed in there that wasn't supposed to be there. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that this could have gone down.
This really sounds like the plot. You remember that old TV show Castle? My wife used to watch it all the time. Yeah, this seems like the plot of Castle. Like somebody dies on set, and you come to find out that one of the caterers put a live bullet into the gun. Like, this is ridiculous.
Craft service.
It doesn't seem like an accident, does it? It seems like somebody.
Some things are just tragic accidents.
This does seem like an accident, but it does seem strange, but it does seem like an accident, yes.
We're getting many ticket texters. And I thought of this too. That Brandon Lee on the set of The Crow passed away the same way. But that is true.
Yeah,
Oh,
tragic
really?
accident.
After he was shot
Yeah, with a
by a
pop gun.
prop gun?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so sad. Hey, you might want to go check your bank statements if you recently filled up your tank, because credit card skimmers were discovered at 8 Michigan gas stations. So they were found at stations in Wyoming, Portage, Canton, Granville, Ypsilanti, 2 in Lansing, and 1 in Belleville. Yes, Canton, it was the Sunoco on Michigan Avenue, Rieger. So,
I go to the Ford Road.
Oof, well, then you're in luck. But if you have filled up, you might want to just check, because you wouldn't have known at the time when you were getting gas that all of your card information was being stolen, because the skimmers cannot be seen from outside of the pumps. You don't really know they're going on. Officials said that each of these stations did have protective measures in place to prevent against skimmers, but they didn't work as intended. So now officials are working with the FBI. They're working with local law enforcement agencies to track down those responsible for installing these devices.
John, if only there was a way. If only there was a way to drive a car and not depend on gas. If only there was a way.
Have you gotten your new car yet, Rieger?
We talk about that later.
Yes, coming up.
Oh, I like it. I'm excited. All right, listen to this. A Michigan man was arrested after he was caught hiding crystal meth in a dictionary. So this guy, Ross Smith, he was charged with 1 count of possession of meth and 1 count of being a habitual offender, his 4th offense, after he was pulled over in Cadillac. And officials noticed that he had a white crystal substance on him, which turned out to be meth, and it was hidden inside of a lockbox that was disguised as a dictionary sitting right there on his passenger seat. They also found some hidden inside of a cigarette pack. So he was arrested, and if convicted, he faces up to 10 years in prison.
White powder up my nose.
What did the cops say? Sir, why don't you go to your dictionary and look at the meaning of jail?
Yes.
And that's where your gun is.
Yes. The University of Michigan just set a new record with a student body surpassing 50,000 students for the first time in the university's history.
No wonder I can't find a place to park.
So many people. So many, yes. They welcomed their largest class for first-year students, and they also say the new class is one of the most racially and ethnically diverse classes ever, with 37% of first-year students identifying as persons of color.
Wait a second.
So,
You're telling me John Jansen doesn't have his own parking spot?
Not when I go to spots or try and get my hair cut.
Once you get the color job for the radio gig, you'll get one, right?
I get a spot in town.
I think you get a spot everywhere you go.
And then you park, and then you're walking to your destination, you see all the other guys who kind of, they're a little lax, and they don't fill up the whole space, they don't tighten up,
They get mad. When is that happening, by the way?
What's that?
Well, when is that official?
Next year, according to Mike.
Just ask.
When's he going to New York?
6. Yeah. Same time Doug and I can take that job.
A lot of changes coming up soon next football season.
No, Mike was taking that afternoon spot in New York.
I heard it was his dream.
Well, yeah, they did offer it to him.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'll tell him congrats next time I see him.
Yes,
Sorry, Heather. I apologize.
it's okay. One more. Are you guys fans of Legos?
Yeah.
Are you Lego fans?
Yes, unless I'm stepping on one in the middle of the night.
That's true. No one ever
that's
wants to
the
step in a
worst.
Lego. It is the worst. But I mean, Legos, everyone loves Legos, I feel like. And this one is something I totally Mr. House to life. There is this whole Lego set. It's got all of Kevin's booby-trapped rooms, his tree house, even the Wet Bandits little vehicle, their truck. There's about 4,000 pieces, but it's awesome, and you could buy it starting on November 1st. It's $250, but it's just in time for the holidays. It's perfect.
You know who's advertising that? That Joe Burrow, who stands in as Macaulay Culkin.
They do look similar, don't
Yes, very much.
they? Oh, Heather, thank you.
You're welcome.
I promise I won't interrupt you next Tuesday. Actually, I cannot make that promise. I'm just
No.
All right. Yeah. Alrighty. Coming up next, it's the picks. Stoney will even have his picks, even though he's not here. It's the magic of radio. 97.1 The Ticket.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Week 7 Pro Football Sunday, Tennessee, a 5.5-point home underdog against Kansas City. The total to college football ask 57.5. Absolutely love Kansas City in this game, and I know Tennessee looked really good on Monday night in taking down Buffalo, but this defense is not healthy, especially in the secondary. Kansas City should be able to score an absolute ton of points in this game. I'm talking 40 plus, so absolutely love Kansas City to go into Tennessee and cover the spread. So Kansas City minus the 5.5. I think Kansas City team total over makes a lot of sense, and I'll tell you, as far as the total is concerned, would never bet the under 57.5 on Sunday. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at betrivers.com. I'm Nick Costos, must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
This is how we reinvent banking.
Say the money's gone tight in your checking account, then you grab your phone and the screen goes out. No shame in your game, we got the assist. Huntington Bet, lending money with a twist. Come to us for extra cash when you're strapped, cause it's free when you auto pay it back. Introducing Standby Cash. Extra cash when you need it, free when you auto pay it back. Huntington, welcome. Without automatic payments, 12% APR. Eligibility requirements apply. Not available based on customer eligibility. Learn more at huntington.com/standbycash.
So a friend told me about Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and his exact words were, "It changed my life." I used to spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to remove tomato sauce from inside our microwave and soap scum off the bathtub. It's like seriously magic, and my secret weapon for cleaning the kitchen, bathroom, doors and walls, and even keeping my sneakers clean. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, greatest invention ever.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, the unicorn of cleaning.
Get stylish, durable flooring for your home that will last a lifetime. And get it installed with help from Lowe's. Get Stainmaster Pet Protect carpet starting at just $199 per square foot. And Pergo Wet Protect laminate starting at $249 per square foot. Both with limited lifetime warranties. Order now, only at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Install available in-store only and through independent contractors. See Lowe's.com for details and licensing. U.S. only. See Lowe's.com product detail page for more warranty information.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free, and you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole-in-one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
Angie's List is now Angie, and caring for your home just got easier. Whether you need help with routine maintenance or a dream remodel, Angie makes it easy to see reviews, compare quotes, and connect with top local pros who can get the job done right. Plus, you can see upfront pricing and instantly book hundreds of projects. No phone tag, just the work you need done at a time that works for you. Angie's got your to-do list covered from start to finish. Book your next home project today at Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Capurro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
Make better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today. Download the BetQL app today to better your chances.
All right, this is very exciting. It's time now for the picks. And I have in front of me how everybody is doing. This is quite startling. Stoney leads the pack. He's 21-14 for the season. Greg in second place at 19-16. Tom 18-17, and this is surprising. John Jansen at 16-19. Last week, Stoney went 3-2. Greg went 2-3. Jansen went 2-3. Tom, took it in the gut. 1-4.
That's 2 straight weeks of 1-4.
Tom, you got to pick it up. In case you're wondering, because I know you are, the people that fill in on the show, myself and Jim Costa, they call them cookies. I'm 3-2. Cookies is only 2-3. Very greatest of money. All right, game number 1. Here we go. Stoney has picks as well. Northwestern giving 7.5. Make that Notre Dame rather. At USC. Let's go to John.
Well, this is an interesting one. I think since it's at USC, Notre Dame has struggled offensively to find any semblance of quarterback play. You know, was it Jack Cohn? Is it going to be the freshman? Are they going to be able to stay healthy? Are they going to be able to move the ball?
John, this is at Notre Dame. Stoney's got this wrong.
Oh, it's at Notre Dame.
Night game, yeah, NBC.
Oh, that's
How
right.
dare you, Stoney? Yeah.
Well, honestly,
apparently.
Ooh, little curveball here. You know what?
Typical Stoney.
I'm going to keep it with USC simply because I still don't know Notre Dame. What is their identity offensively? Defensively, yeah, they got Kyle Hamilton on the back end. I think that USC with Keaton Slovis and their offense, I think they come in. And London, their wide receiver, keep an eye on him for USC. Could be a late first round, maybe early second round pick for the Lions. So I'm going to take USC in this game.
Let's go to the governor, Tom Milliken.
This is a tough game to pick. I trust Notre Dame in this spot. I'm feeling like roughly a 10-point type game. I mean, it's a coin toss here. I just trust Notre Dame's defense at home in this situation. USC's been erratic this year. They can score sometimes, and other times they're like, there's nothing. I think Notre Dame's defense wins this game. Kyle Hamilton, pick 6. How about that? Give me the Fighting Irish.
I like that a lot. Greg Hargrave, what say you?
All right, I'm going to first admit that this is my fault that I put the at on the wrong side.
Uh-oh.
I will say that.
Let Stoney always take the blame.
Yeah,
Haven't you learned that by now?
I'm not letting Stoney take the blame. I'm pointing it out right now. Here's what I will say, Stoney. Stoney is inconsistently, and where he puts the minuses, where he puts the pluses, where he puts the adds, where he puts the verses. That's all I'm going to say. But I should have found it. I should have found it, so this is my mistake. Yes, it is at Notre Dame. Hey, now for my pick. Now, a month ago, USC fired Clay Helton. They have an interim head coach right now. I have no idea who that interim head coach is. It might still be Clay Helton. Give me Notre Dame.
Night game, South Bend. It's the Irish easy, not just by 7.5, but by 14 or more. What about Stoney? Sounds like Notre Dame to me. Even though he hates
John finally takes the points. He's on an island. I've been warning John all year. He takes too many favorites.
Game number 2. Northwestern leading 23.5. They're in Ann Arbor taking on Michigan, where it's going to be John Jansen on color and Doug Karch on the play-by-play. But that's next year. Tom, what do you say?
I'm on 6 in Michigan picks. Whatever I say here will be wrong. I don't know if Northwestern's going to score that many points in this game. Like, I really think their ceiling's 14. I think Michigan can get to 38 to 45, so give me the Wolverines.
Oh my, Greg Hargrave.
You know who I bet's a big fan of this Michigan team? It's Jim Caldwell. You know why? Because they got Little Blake Corum. Little Blake Corum. Give me Michigan.
Oh, instead of Little Decoro. That was amazing. I thought he was going to make a two-watch joke.
No.
What about John Jansen?
I'm going to take Northwestern in this game simply because Tom took. It's worked out so far. But I just don't know that there's going to be enough time to score that many points because Northwestern can't stop the run. Michigan obviously loves to run the ball. They're going to take some time off with that. They will have some big plays, but Northwestern offensively has. We talk about quarterback play. I think I feel like I'm beating this drum. Ryan Holeskey's taken over at quarterback. They found some offense, but it's been Evan Hall in the backfield. Averages over 7 yards a carry, over 100 yards per game, over 5 games that he's been playing this year. They too will run the football, which makes this a fast game, but not a lot of possessions. And on defense, Chris Morgan leads the Big Ten in tackles. Couple guys from our everybody to keep an eye on. So I'm going to take the points
face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true in the face of flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Now more than ever, getting your flu vaccine is essential. Flu vaccines are proven to be safe and effective. In a typical year, flu vaccinations prevent millions of illnesses and thousands of hospitalizations and deaths in the U.S. Everyone 6 months and older should be vaccinated this flu season. To protect our essential workers and those who are at highest risk for flu complications, such as people over 65, children younger than 5, pregnant women, and those with underlying health conditions, we need to face the flu together. Help us hit the flu head-on. Get your flu vaccine to protect your community and your loved ones. Learn more at michigan.gov/flu. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, Michigan, it's Charlie back with great news. Now you can bet on all your favorite sports with the Play Gun Lake Online Sportsbook. Live in-game, play-by-play betting. Let you bet while you run. Bet the money line as it changes. Plus, bet on individual player performances as they hit new customers. Sign up right now. You'll get your first bet risk-free up to $750. PlayGunLake.com and use my promo code TOUCHDOWN. PlayGunLake.com has all the details. Stop dreaming and start driving with a low auto loan rate from Community Financial. Low rates and no application fee mean you'll drive away with a payment designed to fit your budget. Get started today at CFC.com.
Last year, 97 won the Ticket Student Heart Check program detected over 150 student athletes who needed to follow up with a cardiologist to ensure they have a healthy heart. Make time to have your child checked. Contact the Hertz Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak.
TJ Lang joins Stoney and Jansen Mondays at 9 on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Oh, that's right, 6:54 in the Motor City. My friends, the weekend is upon us. We have a ton of football, but you guys in your crap are disgrace. I'm going to bring this up to you.
Chris Beard?
Yes, he's not a football guy at all.
He's not a football guy. He's a basketball guy.
Tell us, John. Tell us what's Chris Beard up to these days. By the way, Chris Beard, 1 year took on Michigan and Michigan State in the NCAA.
Yes. So he's a name that people probably know, love to hate. He has a new home.
He's got a beard too.
Yeah, I believe he's got a beard. He's just got a bald head. So he's got the. No, he doesn't.
Nice guy.
But anyway, he's at the University of Texas. New team. He's in Austin. Got a new home. They're number 5 in the land right now in the preseason polls. And a lot of expectations for him, what he's been able to do throughout his career. He's always been able to go in programs, and Texas has been one of those programs where there's just been a lot of hope, but Shaka Smart's never really been able to get things done. He's in Marquette, Chris Beard's in Austin. He is asking his team to give up something of significance the entire year so that they're making more than just the sacrifice that they do of, hey, going to class, nutrition, rest, practice, energy, all of that stuff that student athletes do already. He wants them to give up something else of significance so that they're fully invested in this basketball season, and he is giving up
Sacks.
what?
Sacks?
Sacks? No. I think it's sacks.
That's that too.
No, he's giving up, as it says, cold brew.
truth. No, I'm going to give up, and you're going to laugh because you're going to think it's not enough. I'm going to give up candy. I'm telling you, I am a sugar candy addict. There is not one day where I don't pass a gas station and I'll go get what did I have this morning? I didn't eat breakfast, but I ate a Baby Ruth bar. Oh. That's right, Baby Ruth, if you ever seen Goonies. I'm going to give up sugar.
Caddyshack.
And it's going to be very difficult for me.
Uh-huh.
What about you?
Go ahead.
I literally wrote down candy with an exclamation point because that's the hardest thing. I would have so much trouble giving up candy and sugar. I'm with you, Rieger. Yes.
All right.
See, I'm not laughing. I understand that. It's a sugar fix. I get that. And for me, not when I say mine, you may laugh, but for me, it's important. I would give up bacon for a year.
Oh, wow.
For a calendar year.
But are we talking, can you do the equivalent of bacon, the turkey bacon?
No, because it's not bacon. It's just...
They're against stuff like that.
I'm against the way it's marketed and the way that it's labeled because it's a false label. Anyway.
Wow, your heart might feel pretty good, though, if you give up bacon for a year. Just like Heather and I's teeth would be great, but go on.
Yes. Our fitness would improve, which would be the celebration at the end of this would be outstanding because we'd all be in better shape and better condition if I gave up bacon and you gave up candy.
Yeah, the Lions win the Super Bowl, and Heather and I are racing to the gas station for candy while John is at the grocery store stuffing bacon in his mouth. All right, what about Tom? Tom, what would you give up?
For a Lions Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I give up a finger.
No.
I'd be in with that. I got digital
or a toe.
Yeah. Toes. Toes are a little bit more important.
Because for me, look, people can like me, they can dislike me or whatever. But for the joy of every single person in this city to experience that, I would easily give that up. It's not even close.
Which one?
Probably the middle one. What's the middle one really good?
Pinky.
What is the middle one?
I can throw a football still. It's not the
question.
It would stop me from doing certain things when somebody's driving slow in the left lane.
Yeah, hit the goalpost. Hit the goalpost.
All right, Greg, what about you?
Well, first of all, I'm not a Lions fan, so the bar is going to be a little low. This requires great thought.
What did you give up vegetables?
Yes.
Peanut butter.
Pork rinds.
Pork rinds I can only take for so long before they tear up the roof of my mouth.
That's true. That's so true.
So did you give an answer?
No, I really don't have a good one.
Yes.
I report a great meditation on this.
We'll go back to Greg. I do want to hear from the people. 248-539-9797. What would you give up for the Lions to win the Super Bowl? And by the way, just so you know, I'm on a record. I'll sign a contract right now. If Stafford throws 4 picks this weekend, I'll give up the last 3 months of my life. I will.
The last 3 months?
I will. I am willing to forego the last 3 months of my life. Kill me 3 months earlier.
When's that date?
I don't know.
And therein lies the problem.
I will give it up, though. I'll give it up as long as Stafford throws 3 picks. 4 picks tomorrow or Sunday. Yeah. All right. Chris Villar, he's going to have the sports update coming up next. Also, coming up next, too, Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's hysterical. His show's hysterical. He was pretty hysterical on the Rich Eisen show, although John Jansen might agree with him. We'll get to that as well. 97.1 The Ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. The Wings shut out at home versus the winless Flames. A 3-0 setback after taking 5 points in the first 3 games. Alex Nedeljkovic still seeking his first victory in net, but Detroit unable to light the lamp after 33 shots over 3 periods. Michigan State's Mel Tucker announced as the AP head coach of the first half after leading the Spartans to an unexpected 7-0 start to begin their 2021 season. Central Michigan reviving its golf program and got a special shout out from a major champion in Justin Rose of the PGA Tour.
I just want to say congratulations to Central Michigan University on its decision to bring back collegiate golf after what I believe has been 38 years. And congratulations on hiring coach Kevin Jennings to lead the program. Fire up, Chips.
Apparently Rose has no actual connection to the school, but a friend who's a major donor reportedly asked for the favor. The Browns survived without their starting quarterback and top 2 running backs to beat the Broncos at home 17-14 on Thursday Night Football. The Dodgers remain alive after Game 5 of the NLCS, beating the Braves 11-2 at home and are now down 3-2. Chris Taylor with 3 home runs in the matchup. The Red Sox and Astros will play Game 6 of the ALCS tonight, with Houston up 3-2. That game will begin at 8:08. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Alrighty, hour number 2. It's the Stoney and Jansen extravaganza. No Stoney. He's back on Monday, right?
Yes.
You're back on Monday?
Yes, you will.
Is he getting another